Hey everybody, welcome to I'm Not Crying, You're Crying Season 5 finale. I am here with Jay.
Hi guys.
And Juan.
Hey, that's me trying to be happy.
Have you just tried to be happy, Juan? Is that something you've tried?
Yeah, that was me trying to be happy. Hey.
Okay, Eeyore. And I'm Sean, and this is our theme music.
No,
we got new theme music.
We've already proven that ask, don't tell, don't tell, don't tell, don't tell.
I hit the wrong button, Juan. I'm sorry.
Love that song.
It's fucking great. Ask, don't tell. Who knew? Who knew? Juan knew. And this.
Let me ask you a question.
Oh, sweet Jesus. This is our theme music. Hey everybody, welcome back to I'm Not Crying, You're Crying Season 5 season finale. We've done it, gentlemen. We've made it to episode number 10 of Season 5. Who would have thought? Not me.
Yay!
Not me. Juan, I believe when we get to episode 100, you are going to eat a dick-shaped candle. A dick-shaped cake?
Yeah, that is correct. Yep.
Is that what's going to happen?
There's leches, the 3 milks.
I thought he was going to eat a ass-shaped pie.
He can. Juan, I want you to know exactly how far away you are from eating a dick-shaped cake.
Because we've done more than 50 episodes because of all the bonus episodes, right?
Yeah. We actually have a total of 65 episodes, and this episode makes 66. So
holy hell,
if
man.
my math is correct, I believe we need 24 more episodes.
No, 34, right?
34?
Yeah.
Man, my math is horrible. We all know that. Well,
and this is the day that the boys realize that none of them can do math.
Okay, Juan, if you want to, since you're the mathematician of the group, please tell us how many episodes we have left.
Last time when I said the boys, I meant all 3 of us.
I thought you were excluding yourself because you're clearly the scientist of the group.
I thought you were going to say the man of the group, but okay.
I think we all know you're not the man of the group. If anyone's wearing the pants in this relationship, it's Jay.
I'm actually wearing shorts.
Yeah, look at this guy.
It is hot enough to wear shorts.
It is. So yeah, we're up. This is the season finale, guys. So like we always do after this episode, we'll take a 6 to 7 week break this time. Maybe some surprise episodes kind of sprinkled there, here and there. But we will be. I know. But we will, for all intents and purposes, be on a break, and then we'll be back with season 6, and we'll get 10 more episodes closer to watching Juan eat a dick. That's what we're gonna do. That is what we're going to do.
You know, the one thing I've learned is never say prove it where I said it, because you will find audio where I did say something stupid like that. So I'm just going to take it for your word and say and actually eat it, because I probably did say something that stupid.
You can just swallow it.
You could just swallow it. Skeet, motherfucker.
That means jizz.
It does mean jizz. Oh, look at it. Our boys, he grew up so fast.
Sweat, motherfucker.
Does sweat mean skeet? Is that what that means? Hey, Juan.
Yeah, I do think that, yeah.
Hey, Juan, let me ask you a question, since you are the scientist of the group.
Don't fucking patronize me, go.
Well, since you're the scientist of the group, let me ask you a question.
You have to do it correctly. Repeat what you just said, but do it correctly.
I think I did. I said the word ask. What?
You know what I mean, Sean. Embrace it.
Embrace. What exactly am I embracing?
What is he embracing?
You know.
What are you insinuating?
Yeah, can you please elaborate on what it is you are insinuating about me?
Oh no, nothing.
Then what do you want him to do?
Yeah, what was the expectation? Was I supposed to ask you something else, or was I supposed to say something differently? How was I supposed to ask you about what it is? I don't understand. Can you please elaborate?
Is this a racial thing?
No.
Oh, it's not a racial thing. Then what is it?
Fuck you.
So it was a racial thing.
So
very much so, yes.
Okay, so
more like a cultural thing.
A cultural thing?
Yes.
You think so?
Oh, cultural is another word for race.
No. Because I pointed it out to Sean that I know people that are not of a certain race that say that word exactly like I want him to say it. You know what, Juan? I would like you to keep my culture's name out of your mouth. Man, that was a nice segue. To what, Juan? Now, what's going on? What's happening? To what the entire world is talking about.
I'm very confused. What can you please explain?
Yeah, elaborate, please.
I guess there was some award show on Sunday that went awry, but you would think that after Kanye West bum rushed the stage at the American Music Awards so many years, they would add security to keep people from bum rushing the stage and doing stupid things.
Sean, can you explain what's going on?
So as Juan so gracefully alluded to, it was the eye roll and the slap heard around the world during the Oscar ceremony last night. And so I guess this would be 4 days from now, if you're listening to the show when it comes out. Will Smith walked up on stage and slapped Chris Rock after a pointed joke about Jada Pinkett's hair and potentially starring in G.I. Jane 2. And it is set the internet and meme culture and TikTok and Instagram and Facebook ablaze. And I think everybody who's anybody has an opinion on it, including the three of us. So here we are. So I guess the real question is, gentlemen, where were you when you found out?
Dude, I was almost going to bed, and then I was scrolling through social media, and I saw the meme. I saw that picture of Will Smith slapping Chris. At first, I didn't know who they were. Like, because you see the back of Will Smith's head, you see Chris Rock's face to the side. I didn't know who was slapping who. I had to kind of research it, and I found the YouTube video of the clip where Chris Rock was presenting. Mm-hmm. First, he was roasting a bunch of other people in the audience. You know, he roasted Denzel because he said he did King Lear, and then he was like, well, King Lear ain't got nothing on me. I did that. He roasted Javier Bardem because him and his wife were both nominated. Yeah, and he said that even if Javier wins, he still doesn't win. You know, because his wife loses, so he also loses. And then he got to Will Smith. And then he made that joke about Jada, and it was such a quick, mild joke about her shaved head. That she said, "I love you, Jada. Can't wait for G.I. Jane 2." And you know, there was laughing, and apparently Will Smith was laughing at first, mm-hmm. but Jada was not laughing at all. Yeah, and she gave him that side eye. And then that's when he walked up on stage and slapped him.
Yeah, and then Chris Rock was he made Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me, you know. And then that's when Will Smith started yelling, "Keep your wife's name out of your fucking mouth." And Chris goes,
"I will."
He goes, "I will," or I could just. You know what? I don't know. I felt like Chris had a little bit more to say, but he kind of realized where he was.
Oh yeah, he definitely had more to say, but he took the high road on that one.
He handled it very well. Like Chris Rock handled the whole situation very well. Like from being attacked on stage to just kind of pushing through and presenting the best documentary award. He took it in stride.
Yeah,
like I commend him for that. That's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, I was asking Juan, do you feel like his comment was derogatory towards Jada Pinkett Smith?
I don't think he knew that Jada has alopecia. I think he just made the joke because he was roasting everybody in the room. I mean, they're all movie stars. They're all mm-hmm. public figures. You know, like they know there's a comedian up there. You know, if you look at it, if he was in a comedy club, like there would be no holds barred. Like everyone would be a target, you know? And it's such a mild joke to make, you know?
You know what I realized? And I just realized it right now is that didn't Jada Pinkett play Miss Purdy on in the what's that the Night Professor with Eddie Murphy?
Yeah,
and weren't they in the nightclub and Eddie Murphy was getting roasted by Dave Chappelle?
Yes,
and he also
by Reggie.
Yeah, by Reggie Jackson with like the two little fucking twisty ties on his head, and then he started making fun of Jada Pinkett Smith. And didn't fucking the Night Professor walk up there and knock out Reggie?
Well, when he was Buddy Love.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. When he was Buddy Love. Didn't he walk up there? I think Jada Pinkett has a track record of like getting dudes knocked out on stage. That's what I feel like.
I don't know, man. It was so weird and awkward.
Yeah, it was. I think the hardest part of it, because you sent me the video. How I found out was that you sent me this video, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I watched it, and I was completely confused. And then I go, wait, did this like legit happen? My first instinct was, oh, this was staged. It's like a thing for the for the Oscars to kind of get it some more traction, because I think, as Juan pointed out, it's been losing kind of audience over the years.
Yep.
You know what? I honestly thought it was staged. I don't think it was staged. I think it was just Will Smith just lost control of his emotions.
Yeah, I have to say it did look like, I kept on rewatching the video because I couldn't understand what had happened completely before I went down the rabbit hole. But the first time I saw the video, it looked like Chris Rock kind of leaned in for it and didn't back up, and his eyes were like closed before the slap happened.
It looked like he was about to brace it, like he was bracing himself for the hit.
Yeah. Which one can argue going, hey, if I know I'm not going to block it and there's nothing I could do than just get hit, then I'll just get hit. But Chris kind of looks. Go ahead.
He had his hands behind his back the whole time,
Yeah, but the thing is, if you see somebody charging at you after you've possibly made fun of his wife, wouldn't you at least get ready to like dodge the motherfucker?
Well, I mean, that you expect that at like a comedy club in some like weird state, but this was the Oscars in front of millions of people. Like you don't expect anything like that to happen. This has never happened in the 94 in the 94 times that they've done the Oscars. There's never been an occasion like this.
Yeah, and I also feel like I think he said more scathing things to Jada Pinkett about things that she was trying to do at the Oscars, like altogether. And
dude,
2016.
No, dude, Regina King made a joke about their open marriage, and they were fine with it. They laughed about it. They were fine with it. But Chris Rock makes a joke about a G.I. Jane 2 joke about her shaved head.
So here's the thing, dude. So I realize that she's a public figure. She has a social media show that lots of people are kind of tuned into, especially after the whole entanglement business. But the thing is that like, I didn't understand the joke because without context, I didn't know that Jada had a shaved head. I didn't know that that she was wearing like this army greenish dress. I saw the clip kind of for what it was. Like I realized all these things after the fact. I go, I don't understand what the fuck happened. I was so confused that Will Smith had even gotten out of his seat. And then after the fact, when I kind of go into some more social media stuff without this alopecia, this illness piece of it, I go, oh well, she has a buzzed head. Like it, his joke makes sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, like all women in Black Panther, they all have shaved heads in that movie. Like I thought it was kind of like a tribute to something, But
in fact, I think it's in Black Panther where he goes, "Hey man, there's this dude at the window at the door, and a bunch of these Grace Jones looking motherfuckers." Like, you know what I mean? Like I assumed that it was just something along those lines. Like it wasn't meant to be offensive; it was meant to be playful and kind of a sharp observation about Jada's look that night. I didn't think it had anything to go like deeper than that. So then as I rewind the video and I watch it again, and of course, like now I'm just kind of like trying to piece together, then I see like, Jada's eye roll while Will is laughing. And
you know what's funny about this clip? I'm sorry to cut you off, but
no, go ahead.
It's funny how people are just like watching this clip, like the Zapruder tape.
Yes, because they're trying to because honestly, like I understand if Will feels like his wife's feelings were hurt and he's trying to defend her honor, but the fact of the matter is that like what it looks like is that he thought something was funny, realized his wife didn't think it was so funny, and was like, I wasn't laughing, babe, I'll be right back. And
exactly, right?
Got up, slapped the shit out of Chris, and was like, and then sat the fuck back down.
It's like she gave him that look, like, you gonna do anything about this?
Yeah. It's like, oh, you gonna let this fly, huh? Okay, then.
You gonna let him talk to me like that?
Yeah. So it begs the question is like, do you think that Will Smith was right to do what he did? You know, I mean, I don't know. Juan, do you think he was in his right to do so?
I think you know how I feel. I think I'm somewhat torn. I think because him and Jada are celebrities, they should have a thicker skin than most people because they are in the public eye. And unfortunately, I'm not saying that this is right, but because they're celebrities, they get made fun of more than average people. Mm-hmm. And he shouldn't have done it. But if it's a sensitive topic in the Smith household and it did cause some sort of pain, I think if I was put in the same position, I think that if once it comes down to my wife and kids, I don't know if I would react, how I would react, if I would react the Will Smith way or take the high road. But
no, but do you think he was right in doing what he did? That's what Sean just asked you.
I don't know. I honestly don't know the entire backstory, man.
Well, I don't. Without understanding what you know now, like I will tell you, Juan, I feel like he was right to try and defend his wife. I feel like the way he went about it was absolutely absurd. Like, he was on the world stage, and I get that. Like, I get that there's like he shouldn't have to care so much about how his perception is and what. But at the same time, he is in that realm. So I think that he was trying to defend his wife, which I get, but I feel like he was on the world stage and was acted absurdly.
You know, there are people that are defending Will Smith's actions. You know, they think he was in the right to do what he did because inappropriate, wildly inappropriate, and that he had the right to go up there and, you know, smack the shit out of him.
I don't think it was wildly inappropriate.
People think that he knew about her condition and he purposely went after her with that joke. You know?
Well, no, Chris Rock has already come out that he didn't know. That's the other thing that I have an issue with, that Jada thinks that she's famous enough that everybody knows about her condition just because she's talked about it on her social media show. But not everybody has seen it. Not everybody has talked about it. To be honest, until this past Sunday, I didn't know she had a condition. I thought she just liked rocking the short shaved head look.
Yeah, she's always had short hair. Like you ever see a Low Down Dirty Shame? You ever see that or I think she's in Booty Call too. Like I feel like she's always had like short hair unless the role is kind of called for it. So it's not unusual for her to have short hair.
And then her daughter had short hair. Now I figured that it's probably in
solidarity.
Thank you.
Or gratuity.
Yes, gratuity. To what her mom is going through, but I honestly thought I like Will Smith a lot, but his kids and his lifestyle is not the most conventional one or traditional one. So I just thought that they were being unique or eccentric or weird. So I didn't know. So if I was Chris Rock and I really didn't bother, like the only table talk that I saw was fucking the one where they had Will Smith on and they talked about what do they call it? The entanglement. But other than that, I haven't seen any other fucking table talk. I didn't know that she had that condition. And if I was Jada, I'm full of shit thinking that everybody should know what my condition is.
So again, I ask you, do you think Will Smith was right? How about you, Jay? Do you think Will Smith was right?
I think he had the right to have the emotions that he had. I don't think what he did
I agree.
Was appropriate at all. Like, you can't, just because you disagree with a joke, you don't think it's funny, or your wife doesn't think that a joke that someone said was funny. I don't think you should go up to that person and, hit them, like.
But at what point did the Oscars turn into a roast show?
It's been like that since like Ricky Gervais. You watch old Ricky Gervais jokes, and he's roasting the shit out of like the celebrities.
No, but Ricky Gervais was a dick during the Oscars, and that's why he only hosted it once. But look at the Billy Crystal era or the Whoopi Goldberg era. It wasn't a roast thing. So are you really expecting to come, be honored, and be
Why
roasted? No. But is that really the expectation now?
I don't know what the expectations for the Oscars now, because honestly, like, I haven't watched the Oscars in years. You know, I don't know who the hosts are. I haven't known who was going to host it since maybe like Ellen DeGeneres, maybe like 5 or 6 years ago, or
yeah, I think, didn't she have the selfie that broke was that even the Oscars? Like, right?
Yeah, that was the Oscars. I think she hosted the Oscars twice, and then she had the most celebrities in the selfie.
Yeah, I haven't watched the Oscars. Like, for me, if I want to know who's an Oscar winner, I'll just Google it. I don't need to watch the ceremony.
Yeah, and yeah, here's the other thing. I also think that, like, if he and if like Chris Rock and Will Smith are on the street and he said some disrespectful shit to Jada, they're absolutely like, they can fight all they want. But again, I think the Oscars, they're being streamed in multiple countries. So I feel like, you know, if he wants to fucking slap him in the middle of the street for like talking some off-brand shit to his wife, then, you know, hey, I get it. I understand. But again, I just feel like.
So who's more shameful on this one? Will Smith allowing his emotions to take the best of him like a human being, or the Oscars are more shameful for having a show that is live but has a live delay and could have at any point pulled away to commercial or delayed that instance, but instead they saw an opportunity to raise the rating.
I don't think they knew what was going to happen. I think they just let.
You see a guy charging the fuck.
He wasn't charging.
You think he's
he just walked up there.
And Juan, they didn't see a guy
in an angry manner.
Juan, no, he walked up there like calm. Look, listen, they didn't see a guy rushing the stage. If fucking the security help, like the dude serving hors d'oeuvres or whatever, walked up the stage, yeah, security's gonna go, excuse me, sit the fuck down. But they let Will Smith walk up there because they thought something was going to happen that was going to raise the ratings, and it did. But instead of it being something funny that they can, you know, add to their social media, it was him slapping the shit out of Chris Rock.
They thought it was going to be a fun, playful interaction, but it turned into something that was.
Yeah.
I think the rule of thumb would have been, as soon as I saw the arm go up to slap, we cut away, because they have a 30-second delay?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how they do the broadcast, but I mean, you still have people that are in that audience and they all have phones.
Yeah, but
yeah,
and that could have, and that for sure would have turned into a bigger conspiracy. What the network didn't want you to see, and it would have turned into a big ordeal. I get that, but the Oscar producers saw this as, well, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we yell Jerry, or
they were thinking that he was going to slap the shit out of him. I think they were thinking he was going to go, you know, like, oh man, you know, you got me.
Yeah. Ha, you know, Chris, you got me. And then that was it. You know, this isn't the first time Will Smith has slapped somebody at an award show or at a premiere. Didn't he slap a guy on the red carpet of one of his premieres because the guy, I think he was a prankster, or a social media prankster, or a YouTube prankster. Usually when you cite these kind of things, you have some exact details so that we can we can talk in exact details.
Well, I was hoping that you would know more details as well, motherfucker. Like, I barely remember what I did yesterday, but this prankster came up to Will Smith as an interview and kissed him in the mouth, and Will Smith slapped him.
Yeah. I do remember that.
Oh, you want to provide more context, motherfucker?
I do. I remember it vaguely. I don't
remember this at all.
I was there, and it was like, yes, I don't know. It happened a couple years back, but he did it. Somebody kissed him in the mouth. He got angry and slapped him. But again,
yeah. I mean, he didn't want to be kissed by a man.
He didn't want his wife to be made fun of.
So this is Juan is talking about something that happened in 2012. It was a prankster on the red carpet who, as he's being interviewed, looks like he walks up and he kisses him. And Will Smith is like, hey, man, cut that shit out, and fucking slaps him.
Well, I mean, Will Smith just got sexually assaulted.
Yeah. And again, from a context standpoint, Juan, I feel like these are two different things. Because I think to your point, Juan, what you're trying to say is like, this is known behavior for him. But I think again, on the world stage of the Grammys, the Oscars, he made a crazy choice. But with that said, let me ask you guys: do you think that based on his behavior, that they should take his Oscar away? And I don't. And if I'm being honest, I don't even know what he won the Oscar for. For King Richard,
Richard.
Yeah,
and that's a Serena and
yes.
Williams.
Venus and Serena's father.
Yeah. That the kind of the biopic about their rise to fame and kind of what their dad did for them. Do you think that he should have his Oscar taken away for it?
No.
Do you guys know of any other celebrities that have their Oscars taken away for something less or something?
I don't know, but I agree with Juan. I don't think they should take his Oscar away. I do believe that they should fine him.
Yes, I do agree with that.
Have they fined people?
I don't know.
FCC.
I think they should fine him money. You know, I mean, it probably won't dent his pocketbook, but you know, like when in sports, when a player does something that's inappropriate or disruptive, they get fined. You know.
Yeah. And I know that in branches of the military that you face two courts. You face the whatever court you fucked over, and then you also face the military court. So you could potentially serve 2 sentences for one fucking thing. I can get with that. I can see how he maybe shouldn't have his award taken away because he did perform the work. But I mean, is this a string of behavior that we don't know about? Because I was talking about this earlier with some coworkers of mine, and I feel like in this scenario there's a few people who aren't surprised by this outburst of Will's, like this emotional outburst. I feel like there's some people who know that like he was going to react that way, and like everybody else is surprised because they don't get to see that side of him as often.
Yeah, I feel like he is dealing with a lot of like emotional issues that he does not know.
Emotional damage.
He does not know how to control. Like I don't know. It's a weird situation. You know, like a lot of people look up to Will Smith, you know, and they don't want to see him be this person. And it's very sad that he let his emotions get to him and he did what he did.
So let me ask you. Do you think
he's human?
I know.
Expected.
Well, no, it's expected from a person who is like the three of us sitting on this podcast, right? Who aren't in the public eye, who don't have this perceived image of ourselves that we have let society build of us. And again, like I said, I think there's a small group of people who are not surprised by that. But do you think that him being a celebrity and him kind of being in the stance that he's a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he is the safe black guy that society's kind of known him to be, right? Who plays these dramatic roles. Do you think that like because he has that standing in pop culture that like that makes his behavior even like less okay?
No, what he did was inappropriate and it was uncalled for. Really, it's going to put a dent in his legacy. For sure. You know, like people will remember him for this slap for a very long time.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. I agree. I agree. I don't know, man. I think I feel like the world's kind of put Will Smith on this pedestal and there's like 3 people kind of in his circle and maybe even Jada who are just like, well, I don't know about y'all, but I expected him to do that. But then that also begs the question of like, do you? Because Will Smith he apologized in the very next day, I think, on his Instagram.
He apologized to the Academy during his speech for when he but he didn't apologize to Chris Rock at the Oscars, which he should have done. He should have publicly apologized to Chris Rock for doing what he did, but he didn't. And
he did
on Twitter,
apologize.
But he should have. But he should have done it at the Oscars after it happened.
I think everybody can stand or talk and judge, and I get it that he's a celebrity and he has a public persona, and whether that persona or image is the real him, he's human. He reacted as a human, and it's bound to. People have to forgive.
Yeah, but he is a public figure. He is in the spotlight.
Yeah,
people are watching him.
Yeah,
so he needs to act accordingly.
So Juan, this is Will Smith's statement. Okay, this is a statement that came out on his Instagram or Twitter or whatever. It says, "Violence in all of its forms is poisonous and destructive. My behavior last night at the Academy Awards was unacceptable and inexcusable. Jokes at my expense are a part of the job, but jokes about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear, and I reacted emotionally. I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line and I was wrong. I am embarrassed that my actions were indicative of a man that I want to be. Were not indicative of a man that I want to be, and there is no place for violence in a world of love and kindness. Was that a publicist? Or was
that sounds like a publicist. That sounds like somebody wrote that for him to post on his Twitter. If he had apologized during his speech, it would have come off as sincere. It would have softened the blow for how America views him right now.
Jay, I'm kind of with you, and I'm only with him because, and here's the thing, Juan. Here's the thing. You're getting upset. You're making the face, but here's the thing. Because anybody could have wrote that. Do you think Will Smith manages his Twitter, his Instagram? You think? I mean, he posts all these crazy videos. I know he's on YouTube because he did that in fucking YouTube Rewind a couple of years ago. That was horrible. But do you think that's he wrote that? He sat in his his little. You think so?
Yes.
You think he wrote that?
No, his publicist was like, you know what? I have an idea. This is what we're going to write. We're going to post it. And this should kind of fan the flames of what happened at the Oscars.
I disagree. I think he wrote it. I think he realized he's been very open about trying to continuously improve himself and better himself as a human being. And I think he realized that his behavior at the Oscars was a setback in his path. I think, in my opinion, him slapping Chris doesn't hurt his image, except for other fucking celebrities that think they're
what do you mean it doesn't hurt his image?
I don't think so, because in my and this is just my opinion, and it's my opinion, it makes him more human, especially from what I've been reading from his book. He has his own demons and hangups, and I can see why he did this, because in his book, he starts off as describing himself as a coward because he used comedy and art as a way to feel love and safe and protected. And he's always regretted the fact that he never stood up for his mom, or he's never stood up for certain situations. And I think this is just him trying to stand up the best he could for his family. Was it the right way to stand up? No. But I think if I were in that situation, I don't know if I would have been able to hold my temper, or I don't know if I would have charged the stage and done the exact same thing.
Like,
the only criticism I have is, why the fuck slap him? Why not punch him?
That's worse, Juan.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think to Jay's point, he is viewed a certain way by the world. Again, he's the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air doesn't go around slapping people. You know what I mean?
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is a fucking character,
Juan.
And yes, he did lose his temper.
Yeah, but I mean,
the show.
he's an actor. He's a public figure. People see him as the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He doesn't, like he said himself, he doesn't have to cuss in his rap albums to sell, records.
Yeah,
and then he does this and he says what he says to Chris Rock, and he just comes off as a hypocrite.
What does this have to do with the cursing?
Well, because he is Mr. Clean Rapper. Like, I don't have to curse to sell records. He is, again, the
reason he doesn't cuss on the records is not because he has to be clean, but it's based off the fucking note that his grandmother left him in his rhyme book.
If you're going to portray that person, you cannot publicly be the opposite of that person.
How is he being the opposite of that? Just because he doesn't curse doesn't mean he doesn't have anger, or doesn't mean that
it doesn't mean that. It just means that when he has crafted this image in the public eye of being this happy-go-lucky, funny guy, and yes, his emotions got the better of him. But Juan, when you are, I don't curse in my records, I don't need to do any of that gangster stuff, I don't need to do any of that stuff. And then you go up there and you slap somebody, right? You have tarnished that. Like you don't shine as bright as you did 5 minutes ago.
Like Pee Wee Herman. Pee Wee Herman was this like kid's, and like he was this. Well, he was Pee Wee Herman, and then he got caught jerking off in a
And he's back to being Pee Wee Herman.
For a while, he could not be
how
Pee Wee Herman.
Yes. How many years apart was him fucking jerking it in a theater to him doing the Pee Wee on?
I hate to tell you this, but he was already done with Pee Wee Herman when he got caught jerking it off. Now he's back. People forgot. The fact is, after he got caught jerking off, he still came out on TV.
The thing is, it put a dent in his career. Like he was a certain way. Like the public viewed him as this like, you know, quirky, non-sexual character. And then he goes off as Paul Rubens and he gets caught jerking off in an adult theater. And then all of a sudden he's just, oh, you're disgusting. And, you know, like there was an uproar and he was being villainized. Yeah, he couldn't be Pee Wee Herman for a while.
He wasn't doing Pee Wee Herman.
Yes, he was. They canceled his show.
Go ahead and Google it, Juan. But hey, but in the meantime, let me ask you guys a question. Okay, so here's the deal. Chris Rock said what he said, right? And the eye roll of the century is what set this off. So let me ask you, how good is Jada's pussy for her to just to be able to roll her eyes and then Will Smith to be like, oh fuck, let me get up and solve this problem.
Great, dude. For a man to jeopardize his entire career for this. That must be so good. Forget Halle Berry, forget anybody else you thought. It's all about Jada right now. Like it must be sweet.
Yeah, you ever see that movie Harlem Nights? It has like Eddie Murphy and all these people. Yeah, there's oh my God, I want to say her name. I can't think of her name, but she was running this brothel. And I think Eddie Murphy goes, hey man, you have any girls in there? He goes, man, I have girls with pussy so good I throw it in the air, it turns into sunshine. Yeah, it was. I feel like, I mean, Jesus Christ, talk about pussy power,
God
man.
Damn,
she was
dude.
like, she rolled her eyes, and she didn't even ask him to jump. He was just like, how high would you like me to go? Oh, slap him on stage. I'll be right back.
Like,
hold
you
on.
want me to kill him, man?
Yeah, like I'll stab him. Well, that might be too much, but maybe, I don't know. You know, and you know what? To meme culture's credit, they don't skip a beat, man. And Juan, I don't know how. I mean, you said you watched the Red Table interview with Jada and her entanglement and all this stuff, but I mean, I think there was some stuff that came out about her and Tupac, right? So meme culture,
weren't they dating?
Yeah. And she like wrote.
Yeah. So what is there to come out? That was public knowledge.
Well, yeah, I know. But my point being is that like there were some very emotional love letters that she had written to Tupac and I think he had written back to her. But, you know, the meme culture is going, well, Tupac would have killed him, you know. It's like, you know, almost to say that what Will Smith did wasn't good enough.
It's funny when it happened, that Batman slapping Robin meme came out so quick.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, meme culture did not skip a beat. I oh my God. I think my favorite one thus far is Will Smith walking up, slapping Chris Rock, and then the Everybody Hates Chris intro plays. I
saw one where they had The Rock and he goes, G.I. Jane 2, and then you just see Will Smith laughing really hard. Yeah, it was The Rock.
Fucking Rock. he wasn't gonna get him to slap The Rock. Yeah. Yeah. There's also, you know, the famous Dave Chappelle. Oh my God. What did the five fingers say to the face?
Rick James, bitch.
Yeah, Rick James slap. Yeah, it's like I feel like meme culture, and this is all within 24 hours.
Yeah, it was so fast. Like it's sad that memes are like the bell ringing, the ding ding, ding ding. This is what's happening right now. Ding ding.
Yeah, and I feel like this is the kind of stuff that like apps like TikTok kind of this stuff is what gives them the juice, man. Because I feel like everybody can get something out there within 24 hours, within minutes, really. You know, who has the kitschy idea, the most creative way to do it,
it's so insane, man.
I've seen people doing freestyles about it. I've seen people reenact the entire intro to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I saw the shark tail fish slapping the Madagascar zebra.
Yeah.
I saw one where Jada gives the Order 66 command.
Yeah, dude, it has been crazy to see how creative people can get, and to watch like all these different pop culture things kind of collide as they just like use them to make it even more ridiculous.
It's so insane. Hear ye, hear ye.
Hey, did you guys hear? And here's the thing. I think I've told you guys before. I don't watch the news. So if you had not sent this video from I think it's Variety or YouTube, I would have gone through this app where I go look for memes and seen all these memes and not understood what was going on, and then I would have went to Google it and go, oh my god, guys, like what the fuck is happening? Because this is how saturated like all like the non-news channels were with just
it's so crazy because I was watching Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless, who normally talk about the NBA and the NFL, and they were talking about Chris Rock and Will Smith. Like, these are sports guys. They talk entirely about sports, but they took the time to talk about Will Smith smacking Chris Rock. It's insane.
Yeah, it has stopped. It has stopped everything. And then, so again, it just goes to show that, like, Juan, there is something happening. There's something else going on in the world, man.
You're doing this shit on purpose, Sean.
Listen, I just mean that, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just feel like this is all another level of distraction, right? Another level for it to saturate as much like non-news content. I feel like we're living in the age of Metal Gear, man, where they're just kind of like turning on the channels and be like, yeah, distract them. There's some...
Oh, God, fucking shit. Just stop while you're ahead, man.
I mean, if you want to turn a blind eye to what's really going on in the world, Juan, you can do that.
Juan, I mean, I listen, did you not hear what was going on in the Ukraine? Did you not hear about that? You want to know why you didn't hear about it? Because of the slap heard around the world, man.
Heard around the world. This is insane.
It just makes you sound ignorant, guys.
It makes us sound for wondering what they're hiding from us, Juan.
No, they're not hiding shit from you. Don't.
I don't think. Here's the thing, Juan.
You're trying to create some Illuminati level shit when there isn't.
The fact that you think that your government is not capable of doing so makes you sound ignorant.
Yeah, I mean, they killed JFK.
Yeah, dude, with a magic bullet and time travel. I'm just saying. He gave up, ladies and gentlemen. He gave up. He doesn't want to hear what we have to say anymore. That's great. I'm glad we reached this part.
That is ignorance at its finest.
Look at that. He's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to shut my ears off so I have to hear people tell me the truth.
No, fuck you. Ignorance at its finest. It is not ignorant at its finest. The fact of the matter that you guys think that people can be distracted from real world events just by the slap. Come on, give people credit.
Juan, the Simpsons did it first, man. Remember they were building the monorail and they were telling people just no. It was the House of Horrors, where the Tree House of Horrors, where they had the lard lad had come alive, and people had not to look while he was destroying the city, but they couldn't.
It wasn't lard lad. It was ads, and
So what you're saying is.
The reason they were told not to look is because ads fizzle out after people stop paying attention to them and they die out. And that's what happened in Tree House of Horrors.
So what you're saying
is... Stop looking at the ads and eventually the giant monsters...
Stop paying attention to the thing and then it will go away.
Yeah, that's basically...
The shit that's happening in the world is not going to go away by not paying attention to it. I think people
are talking about this like it is the main thing that is happening in the world right now.
Yeah.
Has it occurred to you guys that maybe people put emphasis on this because this is a lesser of the problems out there and it's so mundane and ridiculous that it takes away the fact
this
that
is
there
not
is a
mundane or ridiculous.
Juan, I find the fact that
in comparison to the bigger stuff happening in the world, I mean, there's the big fear that we can be on the verge of nuclear war if the fucking madman in Russia decides to make a nuclear launch. And I think this is a way for people to escape the reality. It doesn't make it go away.
I'm sorry. you said as a way for them to escape the reality?
Would you say for the
would you say that
it's not a governmental thing,
like a distraction?
Person,
yeah, like a way, like a misdirection? Would you say?
No,
like
it is not it is not a governmental. How fuck you guys? I can't. No, just
you are digging your own hole here. You are Shia LaBeouf,
no,
and we are Squad 7 or whoever they were, digging holes out in the desert to build character. Except that hole is you not knowing what you're talking.
Was
about.
that from the movie Holes?
Listen, Zero.
Yes. Is that a Holes reference?
Yes. Yeah, he did do a Holes reference.
So I have another ridiculous question for you guys. Do you think Chris Rock should press charges?
I don't think he needs to. But I think he should. But I mean, there's no point in pressing charges for what? They're both rich,
True. It's like one of them.
His ticket sales just went up. Tickets that were averaging $40 a pop are now averaging $400
like everyone wants to go see Chris Rock perform just to see what he was going to say about the whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Do you think Chris Rock and Will Smith will fight like a legit like fist fight between the two of them?
The social media guy, the one that's fighting all the actual fighters, what's his name? Logan Paul, is offering, I think, $15 million to Will and Chris if they actually get in a ring.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I feel like, well, I don't know, man.
$15 million is chump change to Will Smith. Come on.
Not to Logan Paul. He's a YouTuber who found that.
But Will Smith makes more than that in a fucking movie. Come on. Half the movies he's in, he's the producer. He's definitely making a lot
why would
more money
Will Smith agree to something so like beneath what he does? He does movies. He doesn't do like reality TV shit.
Because according to you, his
it is tarnished.
It is.
He might as well just.
You don't think his image is tarnished?
Okay.
No, in my opinion,
you think people are going to look at him the exact same way he did before that he slapped Chris Rock?
Not the exact way.
So what you're saying is what Jay said is correct. His image has changed, and it is for the lesser.
Before, I just saw him as a celebrity that unrealistically may not have the same flaws that I do, but now I see him as a human being with celebrity status.
How can you say that? And we talked about this when we talked about this in a body episode where Will Smith stood on a TikTok or an Instagram or whatever, like showing his dad bod off, right?
Yeah.
And right? So how can you say that you didn't see him as human or somebody who you could relate to when he does stuff like that, and then say that I appreciate him more for proving that he's human?
Because it's the emotional connection, the way he reacted. He reacted like I think I would have reacted. I think it's that connection, the whole dad bod thing.
Well, is it because
doesn't appeal to me?
Is it because you can relate to uncontrolled rage?
Yes.
I can agree. I can test. I think I have several moments recorded of your uncontrolled rage.
Listen, you guys can make fun of it. Everybody has their own flaws, and
in fact, one of your favorite rebuttal is you fuck you.
Yeah. So again.
But the fact that you don't even see a lot of these celebrities as human beings in the first place, that just surprises me.
No, I don't see them as regular average folk like you or I, but having them be more realistic makes it more of a connection, makes it more realistic people. Like I don't need to know that people are living a certain lifestyle because they're afraid of what the public image or thought is. It's fuck it.
But they are. I mean, but most celebrities are. My point that I'm trying to make here, Juan, is that celebrities, especially like rappers, and T-Pain is someone who's mentioned it, and so has Bow Wow, that they do things to keep up appearances. To say that, like, how can a multi-million-dollar platinum recording artist, fucking shop at Walmart? So, okay, this is like probably the most ratings, like Jay said earlier, probably the most ratings the Oscars have seen in a while, right? And who knows how long. So, I mean, what do you think they do from here? Like, you think they just kind of stage a slapping every year from now on? Or like, you think that they invite Will Smith to host next year? Like, what's the deal? Like, what do they do now?
Well, I don't think Chris Rock or Will Smith will be at the Oscars for a while. I think they'll probably beef up security. And I don't know, the way the Academy handled this situation. Like Will Smith, he smacked a guy in the face and he was allowed to stay. You know, if anybody else that wasn't a celebrity went up there and smacked one of the hosts, they'd be in jail right now.
It's true. That is very true. I think Chris Rock would have pressed charges immediately. He would have been like, I'm pressing charges on that guy because he shouldn't have come up to the stage. And I'm suing all of the Oscars because you let that guy get on stage and smack me.
Yeah.
Okay, Jim.
Okay, who?
Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey said that if he was Chris, he would have pressed charges and he would be suing Will Smith for $2 million.
Yeah, Jim Carrey said he was disgusted by the whole ordeal. He was sickened by the action. He's surprised that Will Smith let his emotions get to him like that. But I mean, I agree.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, I feel like I feel like if they were walking out of Walmart and Chris had walked past him and said some off-color shit, I believe the kids say out of pocket shit, then yeah, he absolutely is right to slap him in the fucking face. Absolutely. But that's on the street in front of Walmart and he can let Walmart security deal with that. But on the world stage of the Oscars, the Academy Awards, one of the most pretentious ceremonies that we all like tune in for, he did that. Yeah,
that's insane.
Yeah, where they, I mean, we haven't talked about this, but I mean, there's two black men up on stage, one slapping the other. When like 2 years ago, I think 3 years ago, we're trying to get Kevin Hart to host, and and there's a whole boycott about Oscars so white and all this stuff.
It's exactly. It's very sad that like there were two black celebrities and this is what happened.
Yeah, it's almost like, hey man, you look at it. This is why we don't let them in. You know what I mean? Like this is Juan, you make that face, but that's the reality of it. There are some people, again, Jay already said this. There are some people who are absolutely appalled by Will Smith's actions, right? And you're saying it has nothing to do with race, and no one said anything about race because obviously in the culture and society we live in right now, that no one in their right mind's going to mention it. But I just mean that, like, again, did we or did we not have an Oscars so white like hashtag trying to increase diversity in the Oscars? Did we or did we?
Yeah, yeah, and it's really sad because a lot of people won't say it's race. They'll say it's celebrity, but is this what they're thinking? Like if you're a non-minority and you're watching this, you're like, oh. And it turns into a racial thing.
See, the Oscars going to hell now. Dang it, Bobby. This is what happens.
Damn it, Bobby.
Dang it, Bobby. Yeah, man. Juan and you again, this is an audio podcast, so all of your facial expressions and outraged looks don't really translate. But I it's something to think about, man. It's something that's in the lexicon. It's something that I think people are talking about.
Yeah, it's really sad. Like when a black celebrity is caught doing something like that, and it just tarnishes a lot of their legacy and a lot of their work that they've done. And it just makes their legacy a lot lesser in the long run.
And you know what I realized, Juan, is that a lot of people are reading Will Smith's book right now. And I don't know how long ago it came out, but a lot of people are reading it. And a lot of people are kind of in your mindset. Well, in his book, he talks about how he struggled with all these things. And so, but I don't think the fact that he's made his demons public makes it okay for him to behave that way, unless you feel differently. The fact that he's taking time to humanize himself makes it okay for him to misbehave. That's like saying that you think Kanye's behavior to Kim Kardashian is okay. Him kind of going far left and honestly stalking this woman and then claiming he's not spending time with his kids. When I think you said yourself, like she sent a tweet that said, "Shut up! You took them to school this morning."
That's toned down. They were seeing co-parenting at one of the kids' games.
Aware. But my point.
Okay, then that's a bad example.
No, it's a good example, Juan, because whatever.
Well, I mean, like. Juan, you and a lot of other people put like Will Smith on this pedestal where
I didn't say I put him in a pedestal.
They are untouchable. They don't have these human emotions. And then when they act like human beings, you know, all of a sudden they're humanized, you know, like they should have been humanized. We should have seen them as humans. They are all capable of doing these things. The only difference from their behavior and, from being an actual psychopath or sociopath is they act on the stuff that you're not supposed to act on, you know?
Yeah.
Like Will Smith slapped him because he thought there's no repercussions for my actions.
Or if he did think there were, he didn't care because he was Will Smith.
Yeah, he was Will Smith, and he can go up there and do whatever the hell he wants to do.
Again, Juan, I tell you right now, they let him walk up there. There's a wide shot that exists from the Oscars archive footage where they just go, oh, he's getting up. Okay.
Oh, that's interesting. Like no one stopped him.
Yeah, and then you said it yourself, Juan. You said it yourself. Like, you know, they didn't. Why didn't they cut away? Because they thought they're going to create a fun moment that they'd be able to share on all their social medias and see, this is why you should be watching the Oscars. This is it right here. Then slap.
And it turned into some Maury Povich, Jerry Springer shit, which no one was expecting.
Straight up. Juan, you've given us a few fuck yous. I feel like we can go on with this topic. And I don't know if you guys have anything else you want to add, but
I say we bring Will Smith on and let him give us his opinion. I'm sure he's eager to come up on our show since he's on his way down.
Yeah, why don't you give him a call since you guys are best friends? You read his book and shit.
Yeah, bro.
I'm not done reading his book, but yeah.
He might get mad and slap you.
Yeah, he might get mad and be like, "Hey, come on."
I say a year from now, you guys will be eating your words when he's back at the Oscars.
I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen as far as repercussions.
You said Chris Rock and Will Smith won't be at the Oscars next year.
Well, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. You know, like I'm sure this is going to be part of Chris Rock's next comedy special. Like he probably opened with it, but as far as Will Smith, I don't know what's going to happen with him as far as like what he chooses to do in the public eye. If he makes another movie, how well received is it going to be? Because right now people see him as a person who cannot control his emotions and he cannot control his behavior. So he is under a microscope right now.
All right. Like I said, I think we can go on about this topic all day. I mean, you know, I'm sure this will be going on for the next week until somebody else gets slapped. Who knows? But Juan, it's that time in the show where we do the gauntlet. But here's the thing: we're playing for dignity now. Playing for dignity because you know,
is Dignity the stripper you met back in the 1990s?
Oh my God,
dude! You know how old I was in 1990? I shouldn't. Okay.
How old?
Oh, in 1990, I would have been all of 5 years old. It was great. Great. I met a stripper and I didn't know what to do with myself. It was fantastic. No, Juan, that's not the name of the stripper I met.
Or was that Cinnamon?
Okay. Is that the name of the stripper you met? How long ago? Last week?
Was his name Cinnamon?
Was his name Ryan Reynolds? Or was her name Cinnamon and you asked her to call you Ryan Reynolds? Which one was it?
Cinnamon, I asked her to call me Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, you would.
As she choked me.
Oh, okay. So anyway, so this gauntlet is for all the marbles, all of the pieces of things that will help you win it. Jay is in the lead. I want to say with the last week's episode, Jay is at 16 points. I'm at 9 points, and Juan is at 6 points. So Jay, there's really no way for me to catch up. So I mean, if I'm being honest with you, we're playing the play. So Jay,
this is to find out who ends up in second place.
It is to find out who ends up in second place. It's just between you and me, Juan.
No, but Jay should still whoop our ass because
I'm dope.
Because I'm dope, motherfucker.
Sure.
I'm a dope motherfucker.
My life is dope and I do dope shit.
Where's that from?
That's Kanye West, man. Kanye West.
You know, honestly, after the slap or during the slap, it would have been nice if Kanye intervened.
He was like, yeah, man, hey, Will, I'm gonna let you finish, but that slap was dope.
Like, what if Kanye stopped it from happening? You know, like that would have.
Yes. Yes.
That would have made Kanye look so amazing.
It's true. It's true. If he had like stepped up there and he had like got in front of Will like Man of Steel style and put his hand down, was like, no. And then Will like just sat back down.
There could only be one crazy black man per year.
Oh,
and that's my year.
Juan, we just mentioned this thing about race and now, okay. Anyway. Yes.
Also one more thing. Like I think I posted this on Facebook, but you know, you can't just slap Pootie Tang's daddy without facing the repercussions of Pootie Tang himself.
Do you not know who? Really? You didn't see the movie?
No, that's why I'm asking.
Oh my God, Juan. Pootie Tang is a movie.
Sadate.
Pootie Tang is a movie that Chris Rock did some time ago in the mid 2000s.
It was like the early 2000s.
Yeah, like early mid 2000s, and dude, you got to watch it. It's kind of hard to. It's a very exaggerated like character. But you got to watch it. It is nuts, man. Are you Googling it right now?
No.
Okay, then, Jay, since you're the lead, I will let you choose which one of us, myself or Juan, who get to embarrass ourselves first by choosing a number and a length.
This is not how we play the game.
No, it's not, Juan. We're in the last episode.
You change the fucking rules all the time, so it doesn't fucking matter. Do whatever you want. Go ahead. Slap, bitch.
What?
Go.
Jay, would you...
No, it's fine.
38, 3 minutes.
Done 38.
3 seconds.
For myself or for Juan?
You go, Sean.
Okay, 38, 3 seconds.
I wonder why he goes first.
Oh, because... All right, here we go. You guys listening? You ready? It's coming on right now.
Oh, come on! We've done this one.
No, we haven't done this one. We
just fucking do it. Just say the answer. You already know the answer. You guys fucking rigged it. Go.
No. Well, I believe this is Superman the movie.
I agree.
In 1978. Juan, do you agree or disagree?
Yes.
So, yes, you agree. That's not an answer.
I agree.
Yes, he agrees and disagrees.
I see. I would like to give you a negative and positive answer. Well, since Juan
cancels out.
Yes, Juan. Hey, look at me. I got 2 points. There it is. Superman the movie. Juan, you want to hear the whole thing in case you didn't believe it?
No.
No. Williams. You know, we heard this. That we heard something similar. You thought it was the same thing, but it was a Space Odyssey 2001, and Jay was the only one who figured it out. That's why you're upset.
Bravo.
And that's why.
Bravo.
Oh my God. Okay, Jay, would you pick a track to embarrass Juan?
13.
7. 3 seconds.
Juan, are you ready? Are you listening? For the people who are listening to the podcast, Juan is ready, and here it is. I don't know. Oh my God. I think I know what this is, but this is beautiful.
I know what this is.
Would you like to listen to it again, or would you like to change the length, Juan?
Listen to it again. 5 seconds.
So you want more length?
No. Just listen to it again.
Are you sure? Are you sure you want to listen to it again, or you want 5 seconds?
The thing is, if I get it in 3 seconds, you and I tie, and we have to go for sudden death. Correct?
Yeah, essentially. Sure.
But if I listen for 5 seconds, you win.
I beat you. Yeah. So what do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Do you want to lose?
I'm going to lose either way. I'm going to lose either way. So give me 3 seconds.
All right. It's coming at you again, Juan. Ready? 1, 2, and here it is. That's such a beautiful song. I missed this time. Juan, what do you got?
It is
Debbie Does Dallas? Come on, man. Take a guess. Come on. You can do it. Come on, man. You got to take a guess. 5.
Yeah, there's a lot of dead
4,
air, dude.
I'm trying
3,
to find it.
2.
Flashdance.
Did you Google it?
No. Flashdance.
I know exactly what he did.
What did I do? Am I right or am I right?
Wait, I agree.
Yeah. I agree with you, Juan. I also agree that you cheated.
No, I did not. No, next song, motherfucker.
I agree that you cheated. But Juan, you are correct. The answer is Flashdance.
I know I'm correct. Now,
you know you're correct.
You
know you're correct because you cheated.
No.
Yeah, you don't know anything about anything, and then all of a sudden you know Flashdance?
I like movies.
No, you don't.
You're
fucking liar, dude.
You're a cheater. You're a cheater. I listen.
Prove it, motherfucker. Prove it.
I'm going to leave all the dead air in this episode so people hear you fucking cheating. That's what I'm going to do. So
I was tapping into my fucking Rolodex of information on my brain, okay?
Promise you didn't cheat. Promise you didn't cheat. Put that on your wife and kids. Put that on your wife and kids that you didn't cheat.
I'm sorry, Sean, but you're going to die.
You're cheating. You're a lying sack of shit.
How did I cheat, motherfucker? Prove it.
It doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is that you cheated, and that's all that matters.
No, it's just fucking play the next song. Come on.
That's okay. Jay, go ahead and choose another.
No. Yeah.
Jay, go ahead and choose another one. Since this guy wants to cheat. He's a cheater.
I did not cheat.
Okay, that's fine.
49.
49. And how many?
Wait, who's this for?
It's for me. It's for me.
3 seconds.
3 seconds. Here we go. 49, 3 seconds. Oh, I know this one. I believe this one to be Home Alone.
I agree.
Juan, do you agree or disagree?
You cheated, but yes.
Juan, how did I cheat?
You and fucking Jay are in cahoots. Go.
Oh my God.
No.
Next one.
Juan, no. It is a known fact that Jay and we actually watch movies. It's a known fact. You want to know who doesn't watch movies on this podcast?
Your mom?
No, your mom. You want to know why she doesn't?
She's dead.
Okay, then. So
there we go. We settled. So move on. Next one.
All right, Jay, if you would please do the honors.
57.
57. And what?
1 second.
Fuck you.
57 and 1 second. Juan, are you ready?
Sure. Grease, motherfucker. Fuck you.
I would like to disagree, and I would like to say that it is Country Bear Jamboree.
I agree. It is Grease.
I know it's fucking Grease. I just didn't want to agree with Juan.
And I just beat you because I was 1 second, bitch. 1 second. Cheating? No, I don't think so. Fuck you.
Well, you did cheat on the last one. Was that your Alexa?
It was Alexa. Him asking you.
That was Bixby.
Asking
your Alexa just questioned your morality.
It's true.
I just won second place. Fuck you. I don't care.
No, I got my answer right too.
Mine was a 1 second, motherfucker. I get more points from 1 second.
Well,
eat a dick.
Yeah, but honestly, you cheated on the last one.
Okay, Juan.
No, I didn't.
Okay, well,
yeah,
Juan.
put that on your wife and kids.
I'm not gonna put that on my wife and kids. It's not. No.
Juan, right now if we're using actual points, even though you cheated.
I didn't. No, we're not using. We started with sudden death here, man.
Then I won. Then I fucking won because
I won.
No, I won because you cheated.
I did. Prove it. Prove how I cheated.
Okay, Juan, put it on your wife and kids.
That's not proving it. That just says that I'm not gonna put my family on something. Fuck you.
I mean, you already said you put it on your mother's grave. So I mean, obviously, Juan, listen. You know what? Fine. You want so bad to be in second place. You can have second place. You've earned it. You've cheated enough to have second place. There you go.
And you're second place runner up.
That's not how that works. That means third place, which is fine. This is my third gauntlet, fifth gauntlet. I don't even know how many gauntlets I've been doing. And I haven't won. That's fine. Juan.
Not even second place.
That's if you say, Juan, I'm going to let you have your 1 minute of Juan sense where you can explain to the world how you cheated. And now for a minute of complete and utter Juan sense. You've been warned.
I have nothing really to say because I did not cheat. I do not owe you an explanation on how I got it. I have movie knowledge in my head. I just don't like to share it like you two fucks. So with that being said, I didn't cheat. I am in second place. Godspeed, Sean.
Juan, you want to know who else said they didn't cheat, but was clearly caught? Former President Bill Clinton. He went on national TV and said he didn't cheat, just like you did right now. And you know what, Juan? He got fucking busted. It's okay, man. It was a scandal. He got impeached. So I think I may have to impeach you from the podcast. It's all good.
This is a minute of Nonsense, not a minute of let's see who else can fucking join in, asshole. Mind your own fight. You did that shit on purpose. You did. No. Minute of Nonsense, not minute of let's join in. Fuck you.
It would seem that now the show has come to a close. We've closed out our fifth season. Juan, you seem very angry at the end of the episode. I'm not quite sure why. But you know what,
because
Juan?
I won fair and square.
Honestly, I think a minute of Nonsense is too long.
You want to know who else said that, Juan?
Your mom.
If you say so.
That's how I made you.
Okay. But you know what? Before we go, Juan, I do have something to tell you, and I have something to share with you and Jay. I did something over the course of the season. And that is...
Oh, this is going to be something that pisses me off.
I
can see it in your fucking face already. You can't even hold... God damn it.
Juan, I put you on Urban Dictionary. Did you know that? Did you know that you're on Urban Dictionary now?
Am I really?
Yeah. Your Juanisms, your colloquialisms of tip of your fingertips. Also, ass don't lie is as part of that. So now, if you are listening to this show, we're on Urban Dictionary.
I'm surprised you didn't do Juanism.
Let's not feed his ego more than it's already being fed.
Yeah, dude, you got tips of your fingertips, as don't lie. From Age Baby, that's one of my favorites. That's made it on there. So you're on Urban Dictionary now.
Wait, anybody can put shit on Urban Dictionary?
Clearly, they let me put that stupid shit on Urban Dictionary.
I think the dumber the saying, the better.
But anyway, Juan, you have fun with that. Everybody, thank you for joining us. Remember, however you listen, wherever you listen, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. We want to find more fun listeners like you. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at INCYCSHOW. See you in season 6. Have a good night.
Hey, that was my part, motherfucker.
I know, you're too busy playing with your own words over there.
Hit the ceiling fan. A way to describe how bad things are.
All right, everybody, have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
The effects will be widespread. Yes, the shit hit the ceiling fan. It's getting on everywhere and everything. Good night, everybody. Do you want to know how I cheated? I remember the lyrics to the song, so I just typed it, and it was the first movie that came up.